what's up, you guys? This is Los from the Big Retro Show, and today I'm going to be playing some Die Hard Arcade. This is the 4 quarters challenge, so I'm going to go ahead and put in my 4 quarters. And away we go. Die Hard Arcade. Sega goodness, baby. Because, you know, Sega does what Nintendo don't. Unfortunately, this is a game that I missed out on in the arcades. I have since played it on the Sega Saturn. Right now I'm playing the MAME version of this game. But I hear that the Sega Saturn version of this game is pretty legit. Dang, tough. Getting shot like 20 times doesn't faze this chick. Anyways, it feels good to be playing some retro games, man. Retro arcade games, that is where it's at. I've been having kind of a moment, a gamer crisis, if you will. And that's because I don't know what to play next in terms of modern games. And I had just finished Ghost of Tsushima on the PS5. And, oh, dang. That was nasty. So I just finished it. I didn't 100% it or anything like that because who has time for that? I never 100% my games. But, kind of sort of done with it. And now I'm like, what am I going to play next? So I went on a Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, to download some games. I downloaded this game called, I think it's called Visage. It's like a horror game. I got bored with that one really quick. It's kind of too slow of a game for me. It was terrifying though. It did give me a jump scare, and I haven't jump scared in a hell long. But I got bored of it. It was just too slow, and I didn't know exactly what to do in the game. So I just said, you know what, fuck this shit. And I downloaded Gears of War, the Derek Baird version of Gears of War, the one that came out like right after. Oh man, I died. I wasn't focusing. And I played it for like maybe like an hour. And now it's just like, this is just like another Gears of War game. And I don't necessarily want to play another Gears of War game. Don't get me wrong, I like Gears of War, but I don't know, maybe it's the mood I'm in tonight. I just didn't want to dedicate any of my time to playing it. I've also been, wow, that's a pretty bad slowdown. But I've also been playing this game on PS5 that I downloaded. Excuse me, it's a budget title. And it's called Subject 13. And, you know, that game it's got its puzzles. It's got a puzzle element to it. Which I was enjoying because it's like a little slower paced game. That has actual puzzles in it, and while I'm playing it, I get to listen to YouTube videos. I couldn't do that with Visage because if you stay in the dark too long, you get like psychological effects and stuff. It's weird. But I was just like, man, this game is just too trippy. But the Subject 13 game is pretty cool. I still have my launch title of Cyberpunk. And I haven't opened it yet. It's still in its plastic shrimp wrap. Shrimp rack? No, shrimp wrap. Shrimp wrap. Ooh, see, I messed up. Shrink wrap is what I'm trying to say. My machine is struggling with this emulation. And I've considered playing it, but you know, that game is just it's huge. You know, I don't want to dedicate my time to playing a game that big right now. And again, maybe it's just like the mood I'm in tonight. But I figured I'm gonna go and play some good old arcade games right now. Because arcade games, you can just pick them up and you know, play for a few minutes or whatever, and then get on with your day. That's the kind of mood I'm in right now, is where I just want to play and I don't want to think. I just want to fucking play. Too many games these days are demand more of your time. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. But sometimes you just, you know, you just don't want to give it. You don't want to mess with it. This asks quarter 3. So this game was perfect for me tonight. Gosh, what a great movie this game is based off of. Die Hard. You know, people say that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. I'm here to tell you. Let's put this debate to rest. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, guys. And if you think otherwise, I don't think that we can be friends anymore. Punch. But yeah, no, it's a Christmas movie. Who can forget the classic Die Hard? If you guys grew up in the 90s, you guys will know exactly what Die Hard is. It is one of the best Christmas movies ever. And thankfully, Sega made a game based off of it. Anyways, this is the if you guys are new here and don't know what this is a 4 quarters challenge. This is a challenge that I do periodically on the channel to see how far I can get just using 4 quarters on arcade games. And, you know, from time to time, I'll extend it. You know, I'll take an extra quarter or 2, depending on how much fun I'm having. Right now, I'm having quite a bit of fun playing some Die Hard arcade. Of course, we know that these arcade games, man, they were designed to take your quarters, all right? It wouldn't be an arcade game if it wasn't designed to take your quarter. It's kind of trippy how, like, Arcade 1-Up has reinvigorated the arcade scene. Of course, we know that arcades are no longer around anymore, and Arcade 1-Up has really brought that interest back into the mainstream, and that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. I haven't bought an Arcade 1-Up other than a little mini cab that I have that I picked up for 50 bucks. It's a Galaga. But ever since I unveiled it on the channel, I haven't played it. You know, partly because, you know, it's Galaga, it's not too exciting. But the other thing is that I have just too many games to play. Right? First world problems. But I've been thinking a lot about, like, Arcade 1-Up as a company, because You know, I've seen arcade one-up machines on display, you know, like at Target or whatever. And to me, they seem a little bit like cheap and flimsy. They're not like, you know, a full-blown arcade machine like I have in my retro cave. I have a full-size arcade Street Fighter 2 arcade machine, and you know, it's big. You know, there are pros and cons to that, because I don't have any space for any other arcade machines. I don't even have any space in my retro cave for a smaller arcade one-up machine. That's partly why I haven't picked one up. But the other thing is that, you know, although they are way more affordable, than an actual full-size arcade machine, it's still like you're still dishing out, you know, a good $300 for one. And for me to dish out $300 on a video game machine, you know, it's got to be something like worth it, right? There's a lot of I'm gonna steal an extra quarter here, because a lot of the games that you can play on Arcade 1-Up, you can just download them, play them on MAME, or play them on a virtual arcade or whatever. You know, you don't necessarily need to play them on a little Arcade 1-Up machine to enjoy them. Damn, what a bastard. Let me steal one more quarter here. So I've been holding back. Admittedly, I've been holding back on the Arcade 1-Up purchase, my very first cabinet. Although I've been eyeing a Star Wars cabinet for quite a while now. That's probably going to be my first Arcade 1-Up purchase, because I grew up playing Star Wars in the arcades. Return of the Jedi in the arcade is one of my all-time favorite arcade games. And, you know, to buy a real one, it's mad expensive. Just mad expensive. This guy's OP. I'm not, like, doing any damage to him, like, at all. So yeah, I mean, the Star Wars Arcade 1-Up is definitely going to be my very first purchase. I gotta kick this guy's ass. Sorry, I know I'm stealing quarters here. It is only supposed to be the 4-quarter challenge, but I'm not going out like that, especially when the quarters are free. So let me know, you know, if you guys have an Arcade 1-Up, is it worth spending all that money on one? I know that a lot of you guys have them, but in reality, how often do you play these things? How often do you play them? My guess is probably not a whole lot, just because of all the other gaming systems you guys own. Yeah, man, that guy was hella OP. Anyways, what are you guys playing these days? What recommendations do you guys have for me to play next? I'm like having a crisis here, and I need your help. Cyberpunk, maybe. I'm maybe gonna take that on. Haven't decided yet. Oh, damn. Fire in your face, Afro lady. Yeah, man, Christmas is coming, and as far as all the games that I want, there's nothing I really want. Nothing that's really catching my eye. And, you know, maybe that's a good thing. I have tons of games. I just don't know if I want to buy any this holiday season. Yeah, I just these guys in this game. My one gripe with it so far is that none of them look like the dudes in Die Hard. And yeah, I mean, I know it's a tall order, but come on, give me a Hans Gruber or, you know, somebody that looks like a European looking motherfucker to wreck in this game. Fucking spider turret. Damn. Like losing all my clothes. And I just noticed that like my pants are all ripped up and stuff. All right, well, that was the 4 quarters challenge. I'm not going to be stealing any more quarters. Wow, what a tough game. Fun game, but tough game. And this is what I love about arcade games. You can play them for a few minutes and then move on with the rest of your day. You know, there's no time commitment involved here other than how many quarters you have to spend. If you enjoyed this little playthrough of Die Hard Arcade, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. And until the next one, I will see you on the Big Retro Show. Peace.